Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about Love Meg and the selfish, disgusting decision that she has made regarding her dog Molly, who is 13 years old. And I had quite a few thoughts. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so we're all familiar with Love Meg. I don't need to do a history lesson on her because that's not what this video is about. But I wanted to talk about what she put on her Instagram last night. When she posted this, I had several messages within 20 minutes. I've been covering her and her husband becoming digital nomads and the conversation around it. And the idea of moving two dogs overseas, there are some questions about it, but the number one red flag that most people agree on is the fact that she has a 13-year-old dog, or the dog will be 13 when this happens. The fact that Meg has a senior dog that she wants to take overseas is in my opinion, it's very selfish, and I realize that that might not resonate with everybody. But I think when you're a dog owner, you have to think of what's in the best interest of your dog. What's going to make them the most comfortable? Yes, of course, you want them with you, but if it came down to putting your dog on a dangerous flight, or making the selfless decision to either wait a couple years to move over to Europe or allow someone who knows and loves your dog to go ahead and take care of them instead, most people are going to go back and forth between those two decisions because nobody is going to convince me that putting a dog that is Molly's age on a flight is in her best interest. Now, if she was going to be in the cabin, then that might be one thing. I still think that it would be stressful considering her age, but I do think that that would be different because she would be surrounded by people and able to have comfort in the fact that she's there with her owners. Initially, Meg said that she was going to put Molly on an aircraft that specializes in transporting dogs overseas.
Yeah, and Justin even found like an airline that is like
they transport pets.
Yeah.
Is what they do. So they even have like vets on staff there.
They can
bring
sedate
dogs
your dogs.
in. They do all their health checks, and then once they fly them over, then they do more health checks over there with the vet and everything, so that everything's fine with them. So it's not just like when you take them on your airplane, like a regular airplane flight over. This is like they're set up just for this.
A little bit nicer for them.
Yeah,
it makes them a little bit more comfortable and stuff. So, and it actually wasn't that expensive either. Because when Justin was telling me about it, I was like, that sounds real bougie. Like, how much does that cost? And how much was it?
Was it $500? I can't. Something
I
like
think
that.
yeah.
I have to look it back up.
You told me 1,000, so I don't know if it was for
yeah.
So I mean, that's less than a plane ticket for us to get over there. So I was like, wow, that's really worth it.
I thought, would I do it? No. But is it the worst idea ever? Also, no, because if these people are specifically trained to take care of these types of tasks, then I would hope that they know what they're doing, or else they wouldn't be in business. But Meg decided to announce last night that they will be putting Molly on a commercial flight and she will be traveling in the cargo area of the plane. Now, I want to read something after we get through her Instagram stories because, as you guys know and don't need a reminder, I'm not a vet and I'm not some kind of like know-it-all when it comes to dog personalities, dog temperaments, dog health, all the things. But I know for a fact that dogs flying in the cargo area of a plane is not only high risk, but it also has been proven to be high risk where dogs have been found deceased when they reach their destination. So she put on her Instagram story a video of Molly sitting in the crate. And she said, "We got this crate today. Just put it in the spot Molly has been sleeping in and left the door open. No pressure to sleep in it. Didn't ask her to or anything. She just walked on in and laid down. She's going to be ready for her flight in no time. And when I initially saw this, I was thinking, well, maybe they have to crate them during takeoff and landing on the, jet that takes the dogs. I have never done that, so I didn't know. But then if you go to her next story, it's her responding to a comment that said, "Are the dogs going under the plane? If so, please let us know how this goes. I want to fly with my pups, but I'm too scared to put them in the cargo." And Meg responded and said, "Yes, we ultimately decided to go this route. So they were on the same flight as us, and they wouldn't be away from us longer than absolutely necessary. We will be driving to New York, so we have a direct flight to Germany, and our flight is through the nights when they would normally be sleeping anyway. Hoping they just take a long nap and wake up in Europe. I'm hoping the same goes for me too," and puts the laughing emojis. She also said, "We will be sure to keep y'all updated on the process just in case anyone is interested in flying with their dogs." Then she also shares that her other dog, Bailey, went ahead and went into the crate as well. When I see the video of Molly, I just see a dog that does not look happy, and that's what I will say. Dogs are very resilient, and I agree with this, but for a dog to be in a cold, dark area of the airplane where they're surrounded by other dogs that are barking, under stress, turbulence, and all kinds of things happen during flights, obviously, that's out of anyone's control. And I just can't imagine putting my dog under a plane. Like, unless it was a situation that was going to save the dog's life, or if it was some sort of situation that's 1 in 1,000 and that's just what had to happen. But there are so many other options, and it sounds like to me that Meg and Justin are cheap assholes and decided to not use this service that actually flies dogs so that they're in the cabin and not under the plane. So I wanted to read just a little bit of this article because it expands on the conditions in the cargo area of planes. It says, if you think flying is stressful, just imagine how the experience must impact an innocent, unknowing dog or cat when packed away in the cargo hold of a commercial jet. Air travel, in fact, is not just stressful for animals. It can also be dangerous. No matter how smooth the landing, timely the departure, or friendly the flight attendants, conditions in the cargo hold of commercial jets are not always friendly. Temperatures can fluctuate wildly, noise can be tremendous, and air pressure can drop significantly. And pets that are checked into this dark space beneath the passenger cabin sometimes die. And it goes over some of these statistics. But they got one of the directors of pet care issues at the Humane Society of the United States to make comment, and she said that air travel is simply too stressful for most animals, especially when they are placed in an aircraft's cargo hold. Flying is frightening for animals. They can sense the pressure changing and they can tell that something is happening, and that's scary. Flying is frightening if you don't know what's happening. She also said that the reports of pets being lost, injured, or killed in transit are only increasing. Unfortunately, airlines don't consider animals as a member of your family like you do. They consider them cargo. And even if the pilot and every flight attendant on the flight is a dog owner and a dog lover, that doesn't guarantee that your pet is going to be safe, especially on such a long flight. Now, Meg wants to think that her dog's just going to sleep because that's what they normally do. Well, let me tell you guys something. We went on a road trip with this one back here, and we were driving overnight. We left at like 11:30 at night, and I thought, he's going to sleep the whole time. Great, this will be awesome. But when dogs are in a new, experiencing something new, And he's really good in the car. Don't get me wrong. He's great. Loves going. But what ended up happening was he could tell that something new was happening because it was an extended RIDE. I don't want to say the word or I'll wake him up. And he was sitting up the whole time and wanted to know what was going on. Where are we going? Why are we in the, car for so long? I really couldn't imagine putting him under there where it's dark, it's noisy. Other dogs are under stress, so they're barking and possibly crying and yelping. And I hate Meg and Justin for doing this. And I always say I try to not hate people that I don't know in real life. But this is the most selfish, disgusting, egotistical decision that I've seen an influencer make in quite some time. This is not in the best interest of her dog. Molly has no idea what's about to happen. She has no clue that there's going to be a morning here soon where she wakes up thinking that it's just another day. And she's going to be put in that crate with the door closed, away from Meg, Justin, their kids, and also Bailey, their other dog. Even if they're side by side, that doesn't matter. She's going to be separated from everybody that she has known for over 12 years. I hope that she makes it there okay. Me as a dog owner, I'd never be able to do that to my dog. Never. You can't call yourself dog mama and dog obsessed and the crazy dog lady if you're going to literally put your dog in the cargo area of a plane when the dog is 12 years old. And I'm assuming that Molly has never been on a plane before, so that experience in itself is a lot, even if they're in the cabin. But like I said, at least when they're in the cabin, they're with you and they know that they're safe because they're right next to you. I just don't know what the fuck is wrong with Meg and Justin. Meg wanted to come out and try to say that she was going to do everything that was best for her dogs and she was going to pay a little, fee to have this company take the dogs over there, and that was bad enough, but now you're putting the dog in the cargo area of a commercial jet. You're disgusting. Meg and Justin are both deplorable, disgusting, and they make me sick to my stomach, and I hate both of them for doing this to Molly. Meg and Justin don't deserve the unwilling, the unchanging love that a dog provides its owners. I think about doing what's best for my dog often. I might do things a little bit different than other people do, but I think that most dog owners would agree that doing the best thing for your dog, I look at Axel and he would lay his life down for me. And I would do the same for him. I think Meg and Justin are disgusting. And I think they're monsters for putting their dog through this. I hope that she's called out by every single person that follows her. And I hope that after being called out, they unfollow her. And I hope they never look at her platform again. This is evil. This is cruel. To knowingly sign up for this when it's not something that's going to save the dog's life. In fact, it might put the dog's life in jeopardy. So both of them can fuck off. I really don't care. I'm just so disgusted by people. I am so, and it's not to say that I'm doing everything right, but guess what? I can say that I'm not being an asshole, and I'm damn sure never going to put my dog in a situation that might cost him his life, all so that I can go to Europe. No, that's just not, that is not who I am. That's not who I will ever be. And I think that they both suck. So either way, I've been thinking about Molly since last night, and I have been very upset. I know this video is going to upset a lot of you all as well. And yeah, this sucks. I really worry about the dog. I worry about both of the dogs, but especially Molly. She's old and she deserves to be in a place where she's comfortable, surrounded by love, and not in a underneath of a plane in a crate. So Meg, I think you're disgusting. You might think I'm a narcissist, but I can call you disgusting and actually have the proof to back it up. So that's going to be it for now. Yeah, if you like the video, leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. See you guys soon. Bye.